This is always ready, Matt Cardona, the internet champion and the host of the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. But there's another podcast I want you to check out, and that is the Crash and Burn Podcast. Check it out every single episode. Make sure you subscribe, comment, like, do all that fun stuff, and you never know. Maybe one day you'll see the Crash and Burn Podcast take on the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast in the middle of the ring. And you know who's going to win? Me. Because you guys, you're not always ready. Crash and Burn!
Gonna do this time, 2016, where all things were good, and then we had to hit, unfortunately, this year. Hello, guys. Welcome to the Crash and Burn Wrestling Podcast. Almost mixed up on and Moshcast for some reason, but hello. We're doing Backlash 2016. This is where, again, the first SmackDown pay-per-view after the draft, if I'm not mistaken. Because we had Battleground, and we had something after that. I think it was Street Rules, if I'm not mistaken. But well, I'm here again with my lovely husband, this podcast, Jason Bailey.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Burn and Crash Wrestling Podcast. The Burn and Crash.
Yeah. Burn and Crash, what the hell?
Yes, I have decided to switch the name up. We have a new name of the podcast now, Burn and Crash.
We're going to burn and crash right in this damn episode.
Yes, welcome to the Burn and Crash Wrestling Podcast. Today is Backlash 2016. Yes, you are correct. This is the first pay-per-view after the draft, which was a SmackDown pay-per-view when they were doing brand exclusive pay-per-views during this time.
Oh yeah, remember that was the thing. Now we got both brands collided now. Even though nothing is a brand now because everyone else is like, hey, let's just go on this brand and this brand, and everything like that.
Hello, Hell in a Cell 2022.
Yeah, Hell in a Cell we had like one match with SmackDown.
No wonder Pat McAfee chose not to be there.
Exactly. Well, we got a match at SummerSlam. So.
Hi, Pat.
Hi, Pat. Love you.
Yes. Whoa. That dance for Shinsuke was for you, Pat.
Alright, where's the first match in the card? Just tell me.
Okay. The pre-show match was Baron Corbin defeated Apollo Crews.
Oh, that was just it? No, nothing else?
That was the pre-show match.
I would say about that. Well, this is like Baron Corbin, I think, was the Lone Wolf, if I'm not mistaken.
The Lone Wolf during that time.
Yeah, he was the Lone Wolf, and Apollo Crews just came up to the main roster. So, again, we had two fresh new people that come into the roster. So, because we first got introduced to Baron Corbin the year before that at WrestleMania when he won Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
That happened.
So this is kind of like the sophomore kind of thing. And I remember this match. And honestly, it wasn't all too bad. I definitely think it's not anything special or anything it's just basically just average to me. But it was just about the Baron Corbin to win. That's almost. But bring back the Lone Wolf gimmick, please. I'm tired of happy bullshit going on. Even though you don't look happy.
Yeah. This was just a pre-show match that was there. It was okay. During this time they were still new to the main roster, so I can understand why they were on the pre-show. But now they're pretty much main card people. Well, Apollo Crews is on NXT again.
Rightfully so.
And Corbin, I think he's doing okay, but he should bring back the Lone Wolf.
Oh yeah.
So now for the main card. The pyro goes off inside the Richmond Coliseum in Richmond, Virginia. Welcome to Backlash. According to Mauro Ranallo, who's the lead SmackDown commentator at the time.
Yeah, I remember JBL and Marno, whatever the fuck his name is.
Mauro Ranallo, JBL, and David Otunga were the SmackDown commentary team.
Oh, David Otunga! I forgot about him! I forgot he was on commentary.
And then I remember they had a 4-man commentary team shortly afterwards with the addition of Tom Phillips.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. They had Tom Phillips. I thought it was Tom Phillips and they were telling it. No, I was wrong.
Well, in 2017, they switched it to Tom Phillips after Morrow became absent from the team too.
Yeah, they had to do that because of JBL problems.
Yeah, that happened. Anyways,
Yeah,
we are not reviewing the commentary team.
On to next. Let's go.
Let's move on to the match where Becky Lynch defeated Alexa Bliss, Carmella, Naomi, Natalya, and Nikki Bella. This was a 6-pack elimination challenge for the inaugural SmackDown Women's Championship.
Oh, that's right. She is the first SmackDown Women's Champ. I thought it was Carmella for some reason. I don't know why.
So,
But
why don't you go ahead, Lucas?
I personally think the match was not too bad. I think the rightful winner won. My personal opinion, Becky Lynch just came up to the main roster, and she again like a year ago, and I think she has definitely proven herself against Soa around this time. So seeing her win the title actually, and instead of like losing the big one over and over again with Sasha Banks this year or that year, her winning was definitely well deserved. Even though she did lose it again a couple months later to Alexa Bliss, but I really think that she definitely deserved that win than anybody else. Because I'm gonna say this, I think Nikki Bella is overrated. I don't like Nikki Bella in the ring, and I don't like Nikki Bella on the mic as well. Everything about her is just to me. And the only reason why she's in the Hall of Fame is because she was the only serviceable diva around that time. And first of all, she's the longest Divas champion because no one can compare to her. Or just because they want to book her as unstoppable, even though she had help from, again, her twin and Alicia Fox. So I don't like her in the ring. I think, again, I respect her as like a person, but in the ring, though, I don't like her in the ring. But we're not talking about her because, again, I don't have any hate. But I think shortly after that, I think Nikki Bella and Carmella had a rivalry. After that, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah, that happened.
So
Nikki Bella and Carmella.
Match was not too bad, and I personally think I like this match a lot. So yeah, give me a second. A dollar's walking around like a total idiot.
Yeah, this match to me was not that bad. I mean, I was able to tolerate Becky Lynch around that time because I think her around this time was better than how she is now.
Hell yeah!
With being shoved down our throats and becoming overrated. So yeah, I think this match was better. Better. One of the good matches. You know what? I enjoyed this one.
Yeah.
Next up, this was a tag team match to qualify for the tag team tournament final match. The Usos defeated the Hype Bros, which had Mojo Rawley and Zack Ryder.
Oh, I forgot about that fucking tag team. Oh god.
We don't get hype, we stay hype. You know, bro. I remember that.
That was absolute stale and absolute just.
So the Hype Bros, I mean, they were cool and all, but they've gotten boring after a while, and then at least they split up. All right, so that was good.
Yep.
But I figured the Usos would win anyway. So go ahead, Lucas.
Around the time where Usos were becoming heel, or they just recently did turn heel, and it never went back ever since. Because as a babyface, they started to become more bland, and once they attacked American Alpha, that is when my personal opinion where they have elevated themselves into a great tag team and one of the greatest tag teams of the decade. I think they have a great match skills when they actually are serious, and also when at the rap battle, they know what to talk about. I don't know necessarily it's coming from The Rock or anything like that, but I feel for them, I feel like they have become solidified themselves one of the greatest tag teams because not just because they worked hard to get what they are, but I feel like they have improved so much over the years. And it's very good to see them like actually being pushed and not be like a bland tag team like they were a couple years, like not a couple years ago, but just like when they're faced by Usos. That was cool at first, but it got stale over time. And I really think as I want them to go back to that Usos, my personal opinion. I definitely do think that I don't want them to stop. I definitely do want them to stop being Roman Reigns bitches. And
yeah.
And I really want to see them on their own again. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully, because my thing about this, I'm gonna explore this a little bit. But what I want to happen is that how the Usos lose against Street Profits, and you could have Roman be like, "You are supposed to win. I'm right. Guys, I'm gonna make sure you hurt. You're gonna get hurt. I'm gonna smash you over."
Smash.
But yeah, I hope that happens. But yeah, I'm not a bad match. Well, actually, no. This is a weird match, and I just got to use it.
Yeah, I figured the Usos would pick up the win anyway.
Yeah, who
Next
cares?
match. The Miz, accompanied by Maurice, defeated Dolph Ziggler to retain the Intercontinental Championship.
That was Backlash?
That was Backlash.
Oh, I was thinking No Mercy. Oh.
So this match, I really enjoyed this match. The Miz had a great title reign as Intercontinental Champion, and his rivalry with Dolph Ziggler was pretty cool, actually. And they were one of the good rivalries of 2016, and it was pretty entertaining. Some good promos, good build up to this. So the Miz pick up the win was a pretty good win there.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Lucas.
Yeah, this is around the time when the Miz was actually becoming a good heel. And I think this is around the time where he was on Talking Smack with Daniel Bryan. And he dropped an amazing pipe bomb on him. But that was, again, absolutely incredible. I love that. I love that Miz around that time. I want to go out to this Miz instead of like, hey, I have the sidekick named Tommaso Ciampa. We're gonna win a tag team and be the ones, even though you're not the ones. You're not even over the twos, the threes, the fours, the five, the six, the seven, the eight, and the nines. Okay? But this is a great rivalry. I think after Dolph Ziggler have that amazing promo where he basically said, if I don't win a No Mercy, my career is over. And also, remember around the time the Spirit Squad was around?
The Spirit Squad.
Yeah, the Spirit Squad, I think, interfered, or were going to interfere in this match, but I was like, the Spirit Squad? What the fuck? These annoying fights again? If you guys don't know, Spirit Squad used to be, you had Dolph Ziggler in there before. And, they were in the thing where at a rivalry with DX. And they're trying to take DX out or whatever with that. But yeah, they were in anything special. But yeah, that's all I say about that. But honestly, a really good match from both of these. They always put on bangers of matches that with each other. If it's no matter if it's TLC, No Mercy, SmackDown, and this review, they always put on great matches with each other. And I really think that they're one of the best rivalries of 2010 because Dolph Ziggler carried himself as that babyface that I love. And I really wanted to go back to that. Not this, it should be me bullshit. But,
it should have been me!
But I want to see him as the show off, and also I want to see him also as showing he actually is that damn good, because WWE has failed to solidify him as proving that he's that damn good, but keep getting squashed by other people. So that's all I gotta say about that.
All right, next match. Oh, this was a squash. 10 seconds. Bray Wyatt defeated Randy Orton.
I over a bed in 10 seconds in that. I can last more than like 30 minutes in there. That's longer than the rest of the WWE matches back
Why
then.
don't you go ahead and go, Lucas, on this match?
I can go a 60-man Iron Man match. Call me Shawn Michaels.
This was actually by forfeit.
Forfeit? What the fuck did Randy do these? What the fuck Randy Orton do then?
Exactly.
Where did you do this? I don't know. Oh, I remember why. Because Kane.
The Big Red Machine.
We'll get into that in the next part, but let's keep it two parts here. We have the forfeit, and we also Kane come out, and he challenged Bray Wyatt, and so I think another disqualification match. Not mistaken.
Oh yeah, that's right. Bray Wyatt defeated Randy Orton by forfeit, and then Kane defeated Bray Wyatt by pinfall. No holds barred match.
That shit was a mess. And I think that should not even have bracelets. I respect Kane as a wrestler, not as this politician. Again, I don't like politicians as much, but I personally think that around this time Kane was just at the end of his career. I just think his time was just winding down. My personal opinion. So, yeah, I think he's just. I'm sorry to say this. Well, not say well, but I do like Kane and all, but I think that he needs to hang up the boots. And let's call it quits, because you did a lot for yourself in your career. Hell, you should be in the Hall of Fame, I'll admit. You should be in the Hall of Fame for how much you've done in your career. But you just need to hang up the boots, or you're going to get injured just like Undertaker did. But, this was a fucking mess. And this shouldn't even happen in the first place. And let me say this too. They wasted Bray Wyatt. Every single time they do something big with Bray Wyatt, they always fucking ruin it. Every single time. And it pisses me off because he is a damn talented wrestler on the mic and is creative. He is talented. But y'all waste him. This is why his ass is going to go to AEW or Impact, whatever the case may be. He ain't coming back to y'all. So stop saying no and all these cryptic promos that have been going out the last 2 weeks. It's not Bray. It's Edge. Okay? Let me get that out of the way. But oh shit, my finger. But yeah, this was a fucking mess. That was fucking.
Yeah, this was definitely a mess. Like around this time, I think Randy Orton was gonna join the Wyatt family, and he did.
Yeah. Oh, that one fucked up. That was definitely not a smart idea for Bray Wyatt. If you know Randy Orton, never trust him with a faction or a tag team.
Yeah.
Never trust him.
Never trust him.
Look what happened to Triple H. Look what happened to the Wyatt family. Look what happened to Legacy. Look what happened to the Authority. Look what happened to Edge.
Same thing's probably gonna happen with RK Bro.
If he comes back, yeah, probably.
Yep, he's gonna turn on Riddle.
I want him to turn on Riddle. I think Riddle's a great wrestler. I think he's a great babyface, but I think still doesn't need to happen.
Yeah, it needs to happen, and just they can go back to single stars.
Well, Riddle's already been a single star because Randy Orton's been out with injury, so.
Yeah, so anyways, this whole thing with Bray, Randy, and Kane was a mess anyway. Next up, Heath Slater and Rhino defeated the Usos. This was a tag team tournament final match for the inaugural SmackDown tag team titles.
Oh, that's right. Yes, Slater and Rhino were a tag team. I forgot because Slater was a free agent. And he basically said, hey, I got kids. And
That happened.
let me tell you though, no matter the title reign, but that moment was special, will always be special to me. It's always special to me because again, it's an underdog tag team winning it instead of the Usos win the titles once again for the 10th millionth time. But you have that was a surprising upset, and I think Slater definitely deserved it. And having Rhino by his side, like having a veteran on his side, was definitely a thing that was supposed to happen. I definitely do think that was definitely a blessing for him. So, yeah, and in all honesty, though, great match. I think it's a great match, my personal opinion. Great tag team match from both of them, and it was a great win, great ending. Right winner won. I'm happy with it.
Mm-hmm.
Jason?
So, anyways, for this match, yeah, good for Heath Slater and Rhino that they won the titles. I wanted the Usos, but it's all good. So, anyways, the main event, AJ Styles defeated Dean Ambrose
Oh,
to
that's
become
right!
the new WWE champion.
He kicked it in the nuts and he got the Styles Clash.
Oh yeah.
I remember this. The fans were booing the hell out of Dean Ambrose. I remember they booed the hell out of him because they wanted AJ Styles to win the match. I remember this. This was probably the match of the night. This is match of the night for me.
This was a great match.
These two always put on great matches with each other. And I really think that the right winner won. My personal opinion.
The right one.
Because then he had great matches with other people. He had a great triple threat match, a great match with John Cena. And, what was he? There's some other ones I can't think of top of my head. Can't think of top of my head right now. But, he had another one at Ambrose too at TLC. But, like AJ Styles, when he came to the main roster, no one expected him to win the title that fast. Because he just came into the business in January that year. And what was this, like June, May, around then?
Mm-hmm.
When was this, May?
Oh yeah, this pay-per-view happened in September.
September, okay. So it was like, hold on, 8 months after his debut, and he won the title just like that. Like, that really proves that AJ Styles is still that star he is. Is he having a bad couple years? Yes, he is. But that's always happens to wrestlers when you're slowing down a little bit. But he is a damn talented wrestler, one of the best performers of our generation. Look at the matches he had at TNA. Look at his matches he did in Ring of Honor. No one was just in Nakamura in New Japan. And his current work as well. Like, he is absolutely phenomenal wrestler. No pun intended. But it was definitely a well-deserved win because since then, he had great fucking matches then. And he was a great heel around that time when he was mocking John Cena as the champ that runs the camp. And he had that banger match with John Cena at the Royal Rumble in 2017. That was absolutely incredible. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, good match of the night for me.
Match of the night for me as well. It definitely had some great spots there and great build up there. So, congrats to AJ Styles. And I'm going to give this we're going to 9.5 out of 10. The majority of the show is pretty good to me. How about you, Lucas?
For me, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. I think it has some great matches here and then. I think there is some good things, but there is definitely some bad things about it. For example, that Bray Wyatt thing that happened that show. So that's why it's kind of a bit low to me. So, so this is a 17 out of 20. I think that's an 80, about an 80%, which is not too bad. which is not too bad. I think this show definitely has some great winners and has some well-deserved things that had happened. And I definitely think that even after that, SmackDown definitely elevated themselves to be a great time around that time. Because SmackDown 2016 to early 2017, perfection. But yeah. So that's our rating. Let's get into the outros. I'm actually going to start first. I'll let you end it up, Jason.
All right.
But thank you guys for watching this episode of the Loud. No, fuck.
Good job.
Damn it. The fastest rated podcast of all professional fucking wrestling, the Crash and fucking Burn Wrestling Podcast.
Hi, AJ.
Hi, AJ. As we just did Backlash 2016, check out my Instagram, Lucas.attention336. Link down below. Check my TikTok at Lucas_Rainmaker. I should be posting here after this podcast and the Moshcast as well. I should be posting here soon. But yeah, definitely check out other people in the content. Check out a good friend Maddie's content as well. I bring on Tube everything, and also check out one from Julian's content coming up soon. And check out again a wonderful podcast that's coming up here soon. Moshcast, Man Overboard, and we're doing top 10 Bear Tube and Slipknot songs. For Cinematic Analysis, we're doing Evil Dead. I'm hoping I'm gonna watch that one after this podcast. So that's all I say about that. And for you know what, Jason, I'll let you announce what's going to happen next week. You go ahead.
Thank you guys for watching this episode of Crash and Burn. We reviewed Backlash 2016, and for the next episodes, well, there's one upcoming episode actually, and that is for the first time ever, we will finally, about fucking time, talk about Ring of Honor.
Yeah, Ring of Honor. What?
Why? Because Death Before Dishonor, their next pay-per-view is coming up. So you know what? We're going to be making our predictions for that. And it's also going to be my first time watching Ring of Honor. Well, since it's under Tony Khan's ownership, and it's basically AEW's sister promotion. So you know what? I figured out why not check it out. And also give another promotion a chance. And
yep.
it also gives this podcast an opportunity to expand, talk about other promotions, not just AEW and WWE. So yeah, that's the upcoming episode. We will see you for the Ring of Honor, Death Before Dishonor predictions, everybody.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, that is me, that is Jason. We will see you for Death Before Dishonor.
Crash and Burn!